Hi, I'm Jamie Giroux, and I'm a researcher here at the School of Education and Human Development at the University of Virginia. Thanks for watching our video. Today, I'd love to tell you more about our project, Curiosity in Classrooms, that your child's school has decided to participate in, and we hope you'll decide to let your child participate too. So this project is aiming to try to understand what can schools and what can teachers do to help promote their students' curiosity. There are a lot of potential benefits for being curious while learning. One of them is simply that it helps you to learn better. We are better remember things when we learn them while we're curious. And we also see lifetime benefits of higher well-being and more satisfaction later in life associated with being curious. Learning tends to be deeper and more meaningful when you're learning about things that you're curious to know. And more generally, it's just more enjoyable to learn when you feel curious. It's also more enjoyable to teach curious learners. So there are a lot of reasons why we might want to promote student curiosity, but we don't really know what that looks like in context. A lot of the research that's been done has happened outside of schools. And so our goal is to go into schools and work with real teachers in real classrooms to understand what it looks like to promote their students' curiosity. We're also interested in understanding how curiosity and other things like creativity and critical thinking develop over time and in response to instruction. So that's another goal of this project, is to explore those patterns of associations. What does this look like in practice? We have teacher participants and student participants like your child. And for teachers, we're hoping that we can come in and just observe what they're doing and also talk to them to hear about what they're doing and why and how they learn to do that and why it works. What does it look like when their students are curious, and how did they help to promote that curiosity? For those observations that we'll do, we do video record them so that we can be as unobtrusive as possible while doing this work. And so we'll send a notification letter home, and you can send it back and opt out if you would prefer that your child not be included in any videos. It's important to note the videos will only be used for research purposes. They won't be published anywhere where anybody can look at them. They'll just be used for our own purposes of seeing what are teachers doing, what are they saying in the classroom. So we will send those notification forms home for you to see. For the student participation component, we have two ways that children can participate. For one, we have a survey that children can do as a whole group in their class or in small groups during class time. And we're hoping to do this once in the beginning of the school year or near the middle, and then again at the end of the school year. And students will all receive a small toy when we conduct the survey in their class. We also have individual sessions that we're hoping to do two times as well. And in these sessions, children will go one-on-one with a researcher and play some fun games that allow them to explore and seek out information and draw pictures and tell us their ideas as a way of seeing, when they're in this context of doing something or solving problems, how do they express their curiosity and their creativity, and what does that look like? So you'll also get a consent form for the survey and a consent form for the individual sessions, and you're free to give consent for participation for both of these or just one or the other. And then we'll take all of the data that we learn and present back results of what we've learned and what we did to the schools and districts who are participating. And this includes written reports that the schools can share with all of the parents and teachers. And then we'll also give a presentation that everybody is welcome to attend, as well as a recording of that presentation and a copy of the slide deck. When we look across all of the findings from our past research and our current work with all of the districts who are participating, we're going to use the data and what we learned from that to create a professional development program that can be helpful for teachers to understand what they can do in the classroom in practice to promote their students' development. And that will be made available for all educators within the participating districts. So just to show you a little bit more about what this looks like for children who are participating, you can see examples of the questions that will be on the survey, and you can also see screenshots from some of our computer games and some of the creativity measures where we're asking for ideas or drawings. Again, I want to express that we hold confidentiality as one of our highest, most important aspects of this project. And so we are very careful about sharing any data. We keep everything secure behind passwords and behind locked doors, and we never store data with identifying information like names or birth dates. Everything is kept in very secure, private ways. And when we talk about students' performance, we report out at the group level. We talk about group level patterns and averages as opposed to individual data points. So nobody would ever be able to hear about a specific child's performance on a specific task. That's just not something that we are able to report on because everything is at that group level. And we will provide those reports back at the group level And we'll continue to provide reports as we learn more from these data. And we'll also give copies of any publications that come from the work. So articles published in journals, slides that are presented at conferences, as well as links to any blogs or a broader audience dissemination that we do online. I know this is a lot of information. Again, we really appreciate your interest and willingness to consider allowing your child to participate in this project. And please feel free to reach out with any questions. We're happy to set up a video call or a phone call or just answer questions over email. And we look forward to working with your child's school for this project. Thank you so much.